Got it.
All right, it looks like you're all set.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, welcome everyone to Up and Moving for Thursday, August 10th. Today we will be doing kind of a whole body with a little bit of focus on the lower legs. So there'll kind of be two parts. We'll do a warm up and a standing portion. And then following that, we will go down and do some additional core and lower leg stabilization on the ground. So if you want to take a moment and pause this recording to grab anything, but today you'll need like a chair or something to provide potential support during the warm up in the first half of the exercise, and then something to allow you to comfortably lay on the ground for the second portion. So with that, we will go ahead and get started. We're going to begin with a nice warm up. So we're going to start with some Y stretches. So just reaching to the sky, trying to lengthen that body, and then we'll fold down. You can kind of just do a nice little bit of motion, kind of shake it out at the bottom, and then we'll arms back up and reach to the sky. Big stretch and forward fold. Maybe try to touch those toes if you're able. Big stretch up. And then we'll do one more forward fold. Try to touch those toes. All right, we're going to move into some teapots next. So hand on the hip or on your stomach, and we'll just rotate to the side. A good cue with this, throughout all of our exercises today, and especially the second half, we're going to be working on core stability. So this is a good time to start thinking about that prompting. So if you want to place your hand near your belly button, you can start to think about activating that core, pulling your belly button towards your spine, and just start to use this warm up as a cue to even pay attention to what's going on there. Feel your body. Start to think about engaging that core through all the exercises today. And we'll do a few more here. We'll do one more on each side. Then we're going to move into some hamstring scoops. So you're going to go ahead and place one leg out in front of you. Big scoops to the ground and come up. A little bit of balance. Nice and just slow, controlled, easy movement here. Remember, we're just warming up now. All right, we'll do 5 on that leg and then go ahead and switch. We'll do 5 more, nice and slow on the other leg. All right, nice job there. Shake it out for a second. Now we're going to do some standing hip openers. So core engaged, hands there if you want to help, knee up and out and back down. You can go ahead and alternate legs. Continue to think about activating that core here, keeping everything nice and tight while we're doing this. Got 25 seconds left on these. Nice and slow. Again, warming up here. Controlled movement. We'll do one more each side. And then now if you have that chair with you, I'm going to use a foam roll. We're just going to do some lateral leg swings. So just something to balance on. Something to help you, a chair, the back of your sofa. Just nice, easy pendulum with your leg. Again, just trying to get some movement in that lower body. That's about 30 seconds, so we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. Nice and easy. Again, you can continue to think about activating that core, belly button to spine. We want to keep that nice and tight during our whole exercise today. Core stability is really nice and key, and this gives us kind of an additional little challenge as we move through everything. All right, then we're gonna move into some nice, just about a minute of marches here with some high knees. If you have the space where you're working out, feel free to move around the room. No need to stay in one spot if you have the ability to move here. If you want to mix it up and do some, try to kick your heel to your butt instead. Just get a little bit of variety there. You can even switch between them, high knees, high ankles. We'll do just about 10 more seconds here, then we'll give you 30 minutes or 30 seconds of a shakeout, and then we'll hop into the lower body portion. All right, so we'll just take about 30 seconds here, nice and easy. Move around gently, shake everything out. Get prepared, feel good. The first lower body exercise we're gonna do is just body weight squats. So if you have a chair, that's a way you can modify that to be a little bit easier. So you can go ahead. I don't have one to demonstrate, but if you have a chair, you can squat into the chair, kind of a sit to stand. If not, just body weight, but you can control the intensity with the depth. So in about 10 seconds here, we'll go ahead and start, and we'll do a minute of these. So go ahead and begin. Nice and controlled. No need to go fast. Control is more important. Again, you can vary intensity by depth. If you need to go a little bit easier for a break, you can go not as low. If you want to make it hard, really work on that range of motion and get depth. Again, through all of this, think about keeping that core tight. We want to activate our abs and our back, keep our trunk nice and aligned. We want to keep a nice even line there. Got about 20 seconds left here. Way to go. And then we'll give ourselves a little bit of a break. So push through here, 10 seconds left. We'll go into a nice easy movement before we hop back on the hard train. All right, so we're gonna give ourselves about 30 to 45 seconds of knee hugs here. So just alternate nice and easy. Knees to chest. Just give us a little bit of a break here. We'll go about 15 more seconds. All right, so we're gonna go into some step lunges here. So we're gonna go forward, knee to ground, back up, and then we'll alternate legs here. So step forward, down till your back knee touches, and then push yourself back up. Again, nice tight core during all of this. We got about 20 seconds left here with these. And then we'll give ourselves a nice little 30-second break again. 5 seconds left. All right, so we'll give about 30 seconds of just kind of similar to our warm up, but a nice forward fold and shake out, and then back up. Just do a nice couple circles of that here. Give ourselves 20 to 30 seconds of a break. And then we're gonna move into some calf raises. So about 5 seconds here. We're gonna go into some calf raises. Again, if you have that chair and you need that to help you, you can balance on the back of the chair. Speed can help vary that intensity. So if you really want to make it hard, you can up and down a little bit quicker. Make sure all the movements are controlled though. We don't want to be bouncing, but you can kind of slow yourself down if you need a break, or you can speed yourself up if you're really feeling energized this morning. We'll go about 15 more seconds here. And then again, we'll kind of shake it out briefly, and then we'll start this whole lower leg circuit again. All right, feel good. Go ahead, shake everything out. We'll take 20, 30 seconds here. Give your calves a nice break. Get prepared again. We'll go through kind of that same 3 hard exercise, 3 easy exercise circuit here. It's about 15 seconds again. We're going to go into those body weight squats one more time. So if you're feeling ready, go ahead and start. If you're doing this exercise at home or revisiting it at a later point and you want to make these even harder, you could go find a nice weight, something in that 5 to 10 pound range, and place it in front of you and do kind of a goblet squat. Today, I'm feeling a little bit lethargic this morning, so I'm just going to stick with the body weight. During this whole thing, keep thinking about that core activated, abs and back. Everything nice and tight, spine aligned. Nice job here. We got about 20 seconds left on these. A little less deep if you want to control. Nice and slow. So you can vary speed or depth to modify the intensity as you're able. And then we're going to go move into that nice little break with the knee hugs one more time. Give yourself a little bit of a break here. Pulling your knees to your chest. Getting a little bit of a glute hamstring stretch in. Shake it out, and we're going to move into those forward lunges again. So we'll do a minute of those. So out, knee to ground, back up, core engaged, nice and tight. If you can manage the balance, you can place your hands on your stomach as a nice cue. Nice work. After we're through this cycle, we're going to move to the ground and do a little bit more of a core focused exercise. Bringing in some of those glutes and hamstrings as well. So the real hard part, meat and potatoes, we're kind of working through here. And then we'll get kind of a modified, at least be on the ground. So we've got about 10 seconds left here. All right, go ahead and shake yourself out. Do some nice, easy forward folds for a moment. Try to touch your toes, touch the ground. Bring it up. Down. We'll do 2 more of these. Just give ourselves a nice break here. All right, and we're gonna move into those calf raises again. So we'll give ourselves 5 more seconds, and we'll start the calf raises for another minute. Go ahead and begin. Again, you can modify frequency, make it a little bit harder, quicker. Give yourself a pause at the bottom if you need a break. Nice and controlled movements no matter what you're doing though. Again, you can think about activating that core here. Nice and tight through your abs and your back. We're getting close here, way over halfway, about 15 seconds left. And then we'll give ourselves a nice shakeout, and then we'll move down to the ground. All right, give yourselves a few seconds here. I'm gonna move some stuff. Go ahead and move around the room and shake out a little bit. Give ourselves about 10, 15 seconds here, then we'll get down on the ground and I'll describe the first exercise. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started here, but the first thing we're gonna do are stink bugs. So you're gonna lay on your back. One of the things I want you to think about for the entirety of this ground exercise is anytime our back is on the ground, I want you to think about pulling your belly button to the ground. So really flattening out that curve in your lower back. But for these stink bugs, we're gonna have our legs at 90 degrees and our arms here. I'm gonna have to move a little bit, but then we're just gonna extend one leg and the opposite arm, and then back up, extend our one leg, opposite arm. And we're just gonna do that for about a minute. I need to give myself a little bit more room here. While we're doing that, think about pulling that lower curve in your back flat against the ground. Nice and controlled movement. Do about 20 more seconds here. Nice and slow and controlled, pulling that back flat. All right, the next one we're gonna move into here is a knee rock. So you'll be laying flat again, knees together in front of you, feet on the ground, and you're just gonna do a nice, easy rock with your knees back and forth. You can pause for 2 or 3 seconds at the bottom of each side. This is just doing some nice, getting your back rotation mobility, kind of loosening everything up there. Again, feel free to pause at the bottom for a second or two on each of these. See what I have next for us. All right, so we'll go about another 20 seconds here. All right, the next exercise we're going to be doing are glute bridges. So we're going to be in that same position, flat on the ground, feet in front of us, roughly 90 here. You can brace your hands, and then we're just going to bridge up. Really think about clenching your rear end together as we're doing that with that glute activation, and then back down. At the bottom, pull your back flat, and then back up, squeeze your butt, and nice and slow. Pause for a couple seconds at the top each time, really clenching. Back down, pull your back flat against the ground. And we'll do 12 of these. So we're on 3. Nice job. Clench at the top, back flat at the bottom. Seven of them. A few more left here. We got it. Two more. All right, nice job. The next thing we're going to do are called open books. So you're going to have your knees 90. You're going to be on your side here, hands out in front of you. And then you're just going to pull your hand across and over and look behind you and hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. And then close the book. Go ahead and open it. Hold for 2 or 3 seconds. And close it. We'll do 10 of these on each side. Again, this is kind of a nice stretch mobility for that back. Pause for just 1 or 2 seconds. Close that book. 2 more here, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right, go ahead and switch sides. Open the book the other way. Again, knees at 90, hands out in front of you, and open. Nice job, nice and easy. Feel that stretch. You should feel good overall. Just a few more here on this side. All right, last one, and then we're going to be up on our hands and knees. All right, nice job. So we're going to move into our next exercise now. So this is kind of the opposite movement of the stink bugs. We're going to be on our hands and knees. Our legs should be straight down under our hips, arms straight under our shoulders. And then we're just going to extend one leg and our opposite arm. Pause for a second. Bring them back, and then extend a leg and the opposite arm. These are called bird dogs. And during this whole time, I really want you to think about that core activation, belly button to spine. So we'll do 10 each side. We're at 3 here. Really think about that core activation. Pause for a moment. Nice controlled movement. Way to go. We'll do 2 more each side. I think my counting might be off today, but we'll be close. All right, last one. Now we're gonna give ourselves a nice little bit of a rest here. So we'll stay in that same position. We're just gonna do cat cows. So think about curve your spine down, head up, cow, and then head down, back to the sky for a cat. And just nice controlled movement between the two. Trying to just think of every segment of your spine moving. Nice and easy, just kind of getting some back spine mobility going. You should feel relaxing. We'll do about 30 seconds, 20 more seconds, so a few more of each. All right, and then we'll move into our last hard exercise before we start to cool down. Same position one more time. These are called fire hydrants. So now just one leg at a time, we're gonna bring our knee up out to the side and back down and then alternate. Nice and slow. Getting some hip abduction going. Targeting our glute medius a little bit. And we'll just do 5 each side. So we're at 3 on the right, 3 on the left. Core activated, belly button to spine. Last one on each side. All right, you can go ahead and stand back up. Give yourself a few seconds to shake out, and we'll just kind of go through that same, few of those same warm-up exercises, but this time as a cool down. So again, if you have your chair or something to balance against, we're just gonna do some of those nice, easy lateral leg swings. Give ourselves some easy movement from those bird dogs, or excuse me, the fire hydrants. Let's do a few more seconds on this side, and then we'll go ahead and switch. All right, go ahead and switch sides. Do about 10 or 15 more seconds here. All right. Then we'll move back into some of those hip openers. So keeping that core activated. Again, we're just kind of nice, easy movement here to wind down for the day. Or wind down from this. Hopefully your day's not winding down yet. Or maybe you are. I don't know. We'll do 2 more on each side. All right. Then we'll move back into those teapots. Again, go ahead and place your hand near your belly button. Think about keeping that core activated still. And just feel how that might feel different now as opposed to when we started. Are you able to feel that tension a little better? Feel that mind to muscle activation, kind of see what's going on. This is a good cue to keep in mind for almost all exercise. It's a nice stable trunk. So it's always something you can do is place your hand there to cue. And then we'll just move into a few of those big Y stretches again to end it here today. Reach for the sky. Forward fold. Nice and easy. Try and touch the ground. Big stretch up. Reach. Really reach. And then forward fold. Try to touch the ground. We'll do one more big reach. Forward fold. Then we'll give ourselves just a few seconds here to shake out again. Free movement around. Feel nice and loose. Awesome. Well, with that, we'll end for today. So thank you all.